So following on from Alex and Mark, I'd like to build on these two sessions and talk about some of the operational next steps. There's no doubt in my mind that to be successful and to meet the challenge, we'll need to evolve. We will need to be creative, forward-looking, and we'll need to find the time and space to think, to refine, to adapt, and stay ahead of the game. We need to actively convene and catalyze across all our areas of specialism. And this is going to be a lot easier if we reduce the number of different ways we have to do the same things. What this means in practice is that we need to have the right people, the right tools, and the right processes in place, organized in the most effective way. This is where transformation comes in, looking at what we do and ensuring we are increasingly collaborative, collaborating between ourselves, collaborating with our research and innovation communities, collaborating with other government agencies, and collaborating internationally. Now, transformation is never simple. We don't have a magic wand to wave around and create the best, most optimized environment. We're not at Hogwarts. So over recent months, we've been focusing, as has been said, on the day one essentials, but we've also refined the thinking on the common objectives, the clear strategies and goals, and we're clear on where we're going and when. This is an essential foundation. And as an executive, we believe we need to focus on three things. How do we create an organization that brings new and significant benefits across the research and innovation landscape, build on our strong traditions, but increasingly consider new ways of working? How do we operate more efficient central services, providing outstanding support to our councils? And how do we implement new processes and systems that work better, are more intuitive, and enhance our roles? So like any organization, our intent on moving forward is to work together to achieve change. And like many organizations, we need to become leaner and more effective. But we want to harness your expertise, your ideas, and your insight to develop a culture of continuous improvement throughout UKRI, in our units, institutes, centrally. And we'll need perseverance as we go through it. But I know that working together, we can achieve great things. So let's look at the areas of focus, recognizing that Sir Mark and Alex have already set out the UKRI strategy. Firstly, we need to fund the best research and innovation. So our ultimate goal is to build an outstanding reputation and be renowned for our evidence-based decision-making, our flexibility, and our ability to look ahead and address the key challenges that our children and future generations will face. And as has been said, we need to see that coming through in demonstrable ways. So we're going to need to work on our well-respected decision-making. We're going to work with our already collaborative peer review processes. We're going to use the insight, knowledge, and expertise from the councils and communities to inform that decision-making. And as Alex has said, and Mark said, we've got extra money to invest, and we're going to need to be more interdisciplinary in the way we work, more cross-council. So our processes must not be restricted to insight and expertise from one council. We'll need to work in an increasingly cross-organizational way. And that's very much a focus of the work of the council chairs in the early days. And it's the best way we'll be able to maximize our impact, achieve more, and deliver a better return on taxpayers' money. Secondly, turning to the middle box, we need to transform our funding processes and systems. We need funding systems that work for us and work for people who are funded by us. We need to offer a single entry point to our customers. There should be a simple way to speak to us, using a unified language and ideally a single process to follow. Doing business with us needs to be slick, but at the same time robust. I'm sure you would all agree that simplified, intuitive, and fit-for-purpose systems and unified processes that help us become more efficient would be welcomed. So what we're looking for here is an agile, responsive, and easy-to-access research funding system. This will make a massive difference, I believe, to everyone working in this area. And more importantly, it needs to make a world of difference to our customers. And that's exactly what I want to deliver. Thirdly, we need to optimize the central or the common operations. When the creation of UKRI was first debated, there was a clear understanding that we could create a single integrated organization. Centralized corporate services and processes are essential, removing unnecessary duplication. Specific measures of success would include a single finance system, a single HR team and system. And these systems and associated processes will give us the freedom to work more efficiently using modern technology and digital practices. Now, alongside the development of an integrated UKRI people plan, these processes will enable colleagues to move around the organization more freely, thereby enhancing our roles and providing opportunities for new experiences. They will also deliver cost savings as we streamline our support teams, savings that will be needed to justify the investment. And as a core foundation at the base, we need to develop our common values and build the UKRI culture that supports our vision. The bedrock to transformation is all of us, the best people operating in the right roles with the right support. Without great people, we'll never achieve transformation. So the Executive Board have had a number of good discussions about how we achieve transformation and the important role we all play. So I can assure you this really matters to us, and we'll be continuing to invest strongly in training, development, and communication. So for the last few minutes, I've talked in relatively general terms, but I think it's right to be more specific about what we need to achieve this year. So over the first 6 months of this year, you'll see me finalizing the centralization of the corporate service teams, finance, HR, governance, some of the operations, whilst the executive chairs will establish their own teams and their council's ways of working, recognizing that they've got a number of new people on their councils. We'll conclude our review of the Research and Innovation Service, called RIFS, to work out what a new system must be able to support and identify if we can simplify some of the existing funding procedures. In the second half, we will design the structure of the communications function, and we'll define our future systems needs, working with UKSBS for the finance and HR packages, and working across Innovate and the councils on the funding services that we've got. And as Alex said, each council will publish strategic delivery plans for their areas. We'll also be looking at the cross-cutting funding and how that is best supported. We'll keep you up to date on progress, next steps, outcomes, and deliverables. And we've set up a group of transformation leads across all the councils to ensure there is strong representation from all areas. Through this team, you can expect clear leadership, communication, and engagement at all levels, and genuine care and recognition for you and your work. So we have a lot to do, but I'm excited at the challenge ahead. I believe that as employees of UK Research and Innovation, we have an even greater opportunity to realize our potential by working collaboratively and with integrity and respect for the skills of others. We can always exploit new ideas and new ways to delivering excellent results, always working together. That concludes the presentations from Sir Mark, Alex, and myself, and hopefully gives you a good sense of the vision, strategy, and immediate priorities.